Let's practice the high serve two big hand style in the Tour 8 and 7 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by White Life Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 265 and to turn on the bell if you like this video. So let's start the matches versus a good counter puncher in Tour 8 a la carte. So I was using the Bastille string, which gives me a critical tier 2, which is quite helpful when I play with Victoria. Then now and then she can hit a critical shot like here. That's quite helpful, but this is not always enough to outflank very agile Kaito hitting hard like this one. My opponent, who was using the hollow book wire, which has a backhand counter, so I guess that he didn't have a lot of strings left having the forehand counter. Well, anyway, that's better than using the Siberian wire. It still has a long catch tier 1, stamina Shion tier 2, so yep. With the backhand counter, it's better than using the simple Maestro Monte for sure. Yeah, Victoria's forehand is always useful to outflank very agile Kaito. Oh my gosh, can't believe it was in. Was quite important at point. A very nice return. Very strong return. And I was inaccurate there. Yeah, it's critical as always. Welcome. Even if Kaito, thanks to his agility and stamina, is always capable, especially when it has a long catch, to return a lot of balls. But fortunately, well, I have my weapon, which is the horse court drop shot on return or simply by hitting during the rally. And it was enough with backhand, which outflanked this Kaito simply because he didn't have enough stamina left. Alright, let's open some packs and then let's play a match versus a top player having quite high stats in the Tour 7. Yeah, as usual, I start with some unforced errors. That happens quite often in my matches. I kind of start slowly and then things get a bit better. Point after point, rally after rally. It's like my Victoria needs some warm up.
4, 1.
Okay, I try to accelerate there and to make some sudden change of direction, as well as some risky return on the slow serve of this opponent.
Second serve.
With this high serve two big hand style, well, my Victoria doesn't have a lot of stamina, as you can see.
Second serve.
And versus Kaito having a lot of stamina, that's pretty risky. So I need to end rallies quite fast, and taking risk on the return of the slow serve is one of the options. So I played the third match versus Tomi Kanda, one of the most skilled players of this game. I turned the chat on to interact with him because I often chat with him on Discord. And you know, I very rarely turn the chat on. And that's why I was disturbed a bit for the first point where I was simply not focused and, well, didn't return his serve.
Love. 2.
So I was lucky there that Tomi Kanda was using the Punisher God. And you will see why. He started to lead quite easily, which is very normal for a good excellent player like him.
1. 4.
That's what we can expect from a top player. Yep.
1. 5.
So we were going towards a very easy match. But then, as you can see,
Match point.
his stamina level is starting to decrease quite dramatically.
Match point.
So I was saying good game because I thought that the match was going to end. I'm not defeatist, but you know, sometimes just have to accept
Match point.
that the match was going to end. But well, you know me, I don't give up. But so I try to make him run and deplete his stamina.
Deuce.
After this match, well, Tomi Kanda told me on Discord that he was trying to use some strings having no stamina, but it's really difficult to win without stamina, and that's very normal, and that's why I have stopped using Punisher God or Sibian Wire since the big update of 7th of May 2020. Those two strings used to be very good, really. But since this big update, well, they are most of the time useless. So of course, I know very well that with a simple Maestro Monty or even the Choco Quartz, well, Tomi Kanda's Kaito would have crushed my Victoria very easily. Plus, he was trying to play with anti-oxidants instead of carbo load. As usual, normally he plays with carbo load. So his Kaito had the 61 stamina points, and even with a 61 stamina stat, that was not enough to use Punisher God to last the whole match. If the opponent knows somehow to drain your stamina, so yep. Here again, another counter puncher using the Punisher God. And of course, you know that I'm not unhappy when I see an opponent use the Punisher God or the Sibian Wire. Because at least I know that I have a chance. My Victoria has a chance by the end of the match. When the stamina level of this Kaito starts to be really low.
4. 2.
So
4. 3.
I don't use the cross-court drop shot yet. I prefer to wait. Generally, I prefer to wait for Kaito's stamina bar to be quite lower. Then I will hit cross-court drop shot. Here I was trying to hit the rather stronger shots. And now I start to do that. You can see that hitting pattern in a lot of my matches, playing with the high serve. Big forehand or high serve, two forehands whenever I face a Kaito or any other character using the Punisher God or Sibian Wire.
Match point.
But I don't try to abuse this shot, even if I don't have a hard time hitting it, because it's too easy. for the opponent to anticipate otherwise, so I try to hit now and then in other spots of the court, like in the two other corners of the baseline, you know, especially when I know that my opponent expects me to hit a cross-court drop shot. Then I have a pleasure to hit one of the two other corners. Let's play a match versus SASSPT1, who is always quite tough to play when I'm using the high serve. Big forehand or high serve, two big hands like here.
1, 2.
You can, if you remember, you have seen one of our previous matches in another high serve video where he was leading and he was going to win easily before I came back.
Two, three.
Of course, the long catch of the hollow hook wire and the backhand counter
3,
are quite useful in some situations.
3, 4.
I didn't serve well in this match. Not fast at all. It was an even older match than the other ones that you see in this video, and it was, I was playing it at the moment when I was still training to find the good way of swiping while serving with Victoria. And my shots were not good too. Sometimes like that, you know. Some days I just don't hit fast enough.
Deuce.
Yep, he returned brilliantly.
Match point.
This opponent has some very nice returns now and then. I mean, no, sometimes when I see the quality of his returns. And I guess that he will smash my Victoria very easily once he can have the kind of stats of the other top 100 players global. Right now his forehand is a bit weak. His backhand is okay. His forehand is not at the level of the standards in high tours, so I guess that he will be very dangerous once he has better stats with his Kaito. Okay, let's play versus Choco Court. Put on Kaito.
Love.
So this opponent can be very accurate now and then,
Fault.
hitting some very nice
Second serve.
down the line shots. Yep, I failed completely my cross-court drop shot there and hit a very bad forehand.
1, 3. Fault.
This serve was not good. Overall, very awful start. And well, my opponent was on fire, returning really well, very accurately, even when he was outflanked.
Two.
And well, rallies were rather long, and that drained my Victoria's stamina quite a lot. So I had to do something. I had to accelerate a bit. I had to take more risk if I wanted to get out of this match in one piece.
4.
Unfortunately, Skyto's stamina is going to be quite lower soon, because don't forget that the Chococore string has only stamina Shion Tier 1. Plus the use of long catch, obviously not easy to it's not helping to keep stamina high. So let's play versus Mei Li. That's very rare that we see Mei Li in high tours. That's why I put that match by the end of this video.
1.
I find that's fun. Where I see that this player, Ace Go China, who has the name Tom Ford right now, if you are watching at the top global ranking, well, this player likes to use some original builds now and then.
1, 2,
His specialty is the serve and volley,
1,
but now and then he plays with high serve, big forehand, and wow, he has such a huge serve and a huge serve stat too.
2,
Something like 84. That's absolutely gigantic. So this lineup
3,
of Mei Li is quite fun, a bit peculiar. It's a mix of counter puncher, serve volleyer,
4,
not very agile. This is a mix of everything, and that's fun. That's pretty fun to, I think, to play with this kind of a build. Well, you need to have a lot of cards at very good level to play with this kind of lineup, of course. And I know that Ace Go China has plenty of cards at level 13, so max out cards. That's why he has a lot of freedom to compose different builds to play with and to avoid boredom. Well, that was fun. It was fun to play versus Mei Li. Such a strange build of Mei Li. Alright, so you are going to see the lineup that I use most often in those matches. I think that was the only lineup actually that I was using. Well, I hope you enjoy watching me practice the high serve 2 big hands in the Tour 7 and 8 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wider Live Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support, and see you soon on Gameplay 365. Bye-bye.